Oh, let me take a sip of my coffee. And welcome into the stream, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna pick up again where we left last night. We actually were doing, I believe we finished the whole first chapter around the Zen section. I don't know if that's the first chapter to begin with. This might be. I don't know how it's again divides the chapters. If there's even chapters. The thing is, a lot happened yesterday. So, as you may notice, I got now 3 Eikons. Size still happen, falling still happen. We learn more about the lore of the game. So our marking on face is gone. I guess we burn it off some moment during the story. So the way that it went is, we actually went to the crystal because Sid suspected that the reason why the lands having the plague is because of the crystal. So we went to destroy it. We know there were going to be a lot of consequences after that, and we are living it now at this very moment. The thing is that when we went to the crystal, we did fighting. We did a couple of fightings here and there, right? The issue is that even though we did this much fighting, something opened up. That I'm a little confused of. But after thinking about it a little bit more, maybe it's not actually bad. It's the way destroying it. The thing is, when we destroy a portal opens and something's trying to come out of it. Seed immediately becomes Ramuts and threw the freaking thing to the thing, go through the chest and put it to the wall, but the thing just make holes and Seed. After that, Clive went into trancy mode. Again, like whenever he get a big headache, you know, take Tylenol. And he went there. So he saw the guy. So we fought the guy twice, and then we had to fight him when he becomes something big, and we had to become we became Ifri again, and we fought it. That was a hard fight, let me tell you that much. Probably half of the chance, well, I would say 30% reason because I was playing a little. I wasn't playing the right. At least I wasn't the mechanics of the boss. I wasn't doing it too right. I was playing too close when I should have been just range and then close, range, close, keep kicking. But yeah, so we fought him. I ran out of health and everything. So I barely in a close I did kill him. So after we killed him throughout the fight, the monster that we awakened, the monster we awakened, say, yeah, you are ready, my body, something like that. So making it seems to be that he was testing us, he wanted to use it for something. When we finally defeated, we came out of the trance, we wake up, C's dying. C's just straight up dying right now. So, and the guy out of nowhere shows up and C say, look, this guy, I know you. I don't know why he said I know you. How does he knew him? Something called ultimate, we learn. For which, if we play previous Final Fantasy, we learn that that's actually a spell. In many Final Fantasy, that's the biggest spell, the strongest spell, a 99999. And in some Final Fantasy, I believe it's treated as the Eikon, but they call it spears or something. I don't remember very well. But I know that so Final Fantasy we have seen these beings called ultimate in different forms, but most of the time it's spells. So this being as ultimate say, you are come with me, come, I'm gonna take you, but I'm gonna claim whatever it is you are ready for me. But he's about to, I guess, steal Clive's body. My assumption is he's trying to get a host capable of handling him, such as when you do the Eikon stuff that you become Ifri or you become Garuda. It means your body is capable of handling them. So I guess Clive is his toy. And to this point, he actually have been the hooded man that we imagined a couple times. He actually been ultimate, playing with our heads, disguising the hooded man. So there's only 2 hooded men. The one that we imagine, which is ultimates, playing with our feelings, trying to guide us to a path, testing us for us to be able to take the. I imagine the Ifrit was maybe created by him or given to Clive by him. It's because Ifrit might be strong in your body. If you can handle Ifrit, you should be able to handle ultimate. It's my assumption at this point. So the thing is, he tried to steal our body. And Clive just stood there like the meme of the guy looking up from the Green Goblin, the guy from the actor from the Green Goblin looking like, oh, that's basically Clive. Wherever the ultimate guy had the hands all over his face, like I'm telling you, over his face, he's about to steal his whole body, and then see who is dying on the floor. Say, boy, I know you, and threw a sword to him. And they go, and Clive wake up for a second, oh, and decapitates him with something, right? But you know, this is a gas, so this doesn't matter. He's on the crystals too, so he can use a lot of magic. He didn't die, we just decapitated for a couple seconds there. And see, before he died, he said, I'm gonna be known as the Terrible Seeds, because unfortunately, once the crystals are gone, the betters, which is the people who are able to use magic, will be abused even more. The reason being it is they have less crystals to go by, now they're gonna abuse it even more, so they're gonna have a hard time. So see, this is gonna get worse before they get better. Very bad it's gonna get. So we're getting the backlash now for that. So see, before he died, he lets Clive take the essence of Rammus from him. So he finally got the essence for Rammus before he passed away. And he did pass away. The issue now is that the guy, the Ultima, shows up again and say like, oh, why you define your fate? I'm gonna teach you, like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna teach you where you are, something about that. I'm gonna teach you about your fate or something. And then he threw a lot of, like, almost like Mega Fulgor. Whatever we learn, the spell called Mega Fulgor is like a white flames. He probably does the ultimate spell, let's call it that. And then he tried to Clive, which he gets in front of Jill, and the dog gets in front of Clive. And they get knocked down, however, they don't get to burn to crisp because, hold and behold, the second hooded guy, again, his brother Joshua shows up with the Phoenix power. And he fights him, trying to talk to him, you know, arguing, back and forth, and see, you know, the Phoenix protecting his brother. They fight back and forth, you know, like a wall hitting a wall. And then Joshua talks to him and says, "You're not gonna take leave my brother alone. You're not gonna take my all of this that happens before was your fault. Me, Rosaria happened, it was his fault. So Ultima may have more power than we know of, and apparently the crystal was being used to incarcerate him. It's a jail for him. That's an assumption too. A little clip of him that the crystal is the jail for the monster, which is him. Which, again, we're gonna learn more later. Assumption is he through the crystal absorbed the powers of the land. So if Ultimate was encapsulated on that crystal, I don't know the other crystals, but in that crystal, the moment that we break it, we open the gap for him, for Ultimate. The thing is, when they were, Joshua and him were fighting, finally Joshua moved forward, and the Muhimuhi said, let's stop this endless fighting. We both know that I can do no damage to you. My flames is not for that. And Ultima say, oh, we both agree. And then he teleported behind Joshua, and he was about again to get Clive's body. My guy is a creep. He's a creep to the max. He's about to get Clive's. He looks terrible too. He looks so creepy. He looked like he took a skin of a human and then he sewed it to his own skin. About to get Clive's body again, but unfortunately for him, Joshua put a trap. He put a Phoenix feathers on the ground, so when Ultima got on top of the feather, he incarcerated him. He said, "I might not be able to damage you, but I don't need to kill you to stop you for, I guess, taking the body's body." So he incarcerated him, and he took it inside of himself. Now that's interesting. He to use the Phoenix Flame to incarcerate Ultima inside his own body. He bleeds, and he cannot bleed on the ground, gets on his knee. Clive wakes up a little bit, and his hand appears a feather of a phoenix, and he sees, again, probably Clive would think his imagination seeing Joshua alive doing the stuff. The thing is, he incarcerated Ultima. Joshua incarcerated Ultima. We knocked down. Things happen. The crystal disappeared. Things goes down. And now we are And Titan goes crazy. Titan destroyed the whole hideout. Everybody freaking died. Everybody died. So everybody you met in the previous chapters, dead. Do you know that person who used to heal? Dead. Do you know that black is me? Probably dead. Do you know that person who wanted to grow a plant? Dead. You know that kitchen guy who said the moment that made my biggest recipe, I gotta give it taste to you? Dead. You know the music guy? Dead. Yeah, so, and after they all died, Titan went just destroy the whole place. Stamp on it. But they didn't find Seed. Which is, I believe Ultima is sent the hell of Benedicta to Titan to cause this to happen. Malfunction. Or the Empire. The thing is, Ultima is probably playing with somebody there in my body or something. Influencing the kingdom. The thing is, Titan was angry. You remember at the beginning, he was angry. He found the hideout. He destroyed the whole place. They killed everybody and then he stomped on it. 5 years fast forward, 5 years later, now we are here. You can see our mark on our body right here. And we are, because Titan never found Seed, he never have a confirmation of his actual dead body. So, hypothetically talking, he thinks he's still alive. Now, we, as Clive, are now playing to the people because we got the power of the thunder, right? Thunder represents Seed. So, we trying to play as Seed. Trying to keep Seed alive, just to keep, because we're trying to liberate still the branded. But unfortunately, Brand is having a worse time because of the crystal. Remember, the crystal were taken down, so less crystals had to go by, and people are just suffering even more, being abused, getting killed. But either way, it's ultimate way to take Clive's body. Everybody dies, doesn't matter whether branded or a person. So, end goal it is trying to stop Ultimate. I believe that's a. We haven't discussed this too much because I have finished the game right here, and we got these new cool powers. Now, because I believe that we can use up to 3 max function. So what is this right here? Eikon powers. Eikon powers. Eikon. Okay, so this is the Eikon teams and the Eikon powers. Okay, but yeah, so we got 3 Eikons now. I guess 5 more to go. Yeah, we gotta get an A of them. Even if we have to do a lot of side quests. So we got these ones now. Actually gonna level up that. This seems interesting. I like it. Yeah. So we gotta learn how to get used to the new combos that we do and move forward. So it's just to reiterate, for anybody who wants to watch previous streams, you can go to YouTube and go to Mr.Luxiann. You will find me there as well. We all previous stream, as well as Final Fantasy 15. And any other, also is 1440p the resolution over there, so, and they don't delete the bots, so you for them. But yeah, now that we got a recap of what happened last night, was too much. It was a lot. It was already falling. I was already tired, but I needed to manually save because I do not trust automatic saves. And we're here. Also, I might have to finish the stream today. I might start it again because we might get an upgrade today to fix the freezing issue that we're having lately. Hopefully that fixes everything. So let's pick up with the story where we left it. Let's keep going.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
We gotta speak to Otto. Home sweet home. Everybody think that we are see. That's fine.
So we can call it a morning. Almost done.
The saddest part is that because we are Seed, nobody will ever know who Clive is. I guess if the game wants to play that way. But would it be fun if we get to conquer though? I would like if the game will introduce conquering the whole the whole continent. It would be interesting. Just liberating things, conquering. I know that this. I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have that, but it would be fun if we were to have it. Just some conquest gaming mechanics. So we use the brand as of soldiers, because I tell you this much: if somebody were to grab all the branded, feed them well, train them at the Eikon magic, and learn different type of spells, Oh, the kingdom better bring all the dominants because they're about to get beat up. But because they get given at such a young age, they don't get to be trained to fight back against the oppression that they're feeling there. They're giving it as a baby. You don't know how to fight. How you gonna fight people? All you know is to use your magic to wash laundry, freeze fish. That's something we learned last time too. There was a girl who he had the brand as a puppet, as a kid, as a pet. We traumatized a little bit by telling him that's not a pet, that's a human, that's burned as you are burned. The only difference between them is they happen to use magic. She understood a little bit there. She could start crying, you know, but it's not the kid's fault. It's just the parents who, and then from the parents is actually the town. From the town it's actually the king. From the king is the religions. But either way, I bring the adults. Then we have a kid who the father has a dog, a animal, a monster dog, a wolf, who was trained. They would use like, oh, send the branded to fight the dog, and the branded would die because they're not trained. Remember, they're not trained to fight. They're just basically meant to be tools to do things like your laundry machine. Some of the brand are laundry machines, some of the brand are refrigerators. Basically, that way is the way the people looks at them. And we found out that he killed all of them. So we killed the dog, and we went to the parents and went, hey, you do this again, I'm gonna make you pay whatever it is. Then we go back to do the funeral for the branded that the dog killed, for the puppet, the kids, and the dads. The kid didn't want to understand after he told them there's people, and he said, I gotta tell my father. And somebody, I guess, got him a dog, a wolf again, but this wolf was not trained, and we hear from far away, ah, father, oh. And then the last thing we see, just blood on the floor. Basically, the father and the kid got eaten by the wolf. That much we can tell. So, be a sweet ending.
What happened in Cosmos? I expect he'll be in the mess.
Let's keep going. Only original people who met C we know who C actually is. I believe Gav escaped too. Gav escaped the Stomp of Titan.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
I mean, we're helping a lot of people. Oh, look at this new hideout. The map is big now. Okay, let's take a turn. We're gonna take a little easy right now. So let's look around. I do have to get him a little more coffee.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten peel.
He survived.
Return the faithful sing across the blind.
He survived. I want to shun this song. I don't like that song. The Sound of Silence is basically no music. I like this one though, where they hire it. To marinate jar chocobo, prepare hands by draining blood to remove both heads and feet. All foul. Articulate the heart and liver. Choose to be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl. Okay, this is the whole recipe. I'm not reading the whole recipe. Did Kenneth die? Oh, this was his great recipe. What is this recipe during the side quest? My God, please tell me that Kenneth didn't die. Bro, please let me talk to this person. Did Kenneth die?
What can I get you, Sid?
Blood on it.
How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
Bro, Kenneth, guy's
You're
dumb.
not leaving already, are you?
Are you Kenneth? Please tell me you're Kenneth. Let me see your name, please. Please, are you Kenneth? We lost Kenneth. It's the first guy who gave us one of the chess quests. It's the guy who tells us our friends are gonna master a dinner. I'm gonna show it to you. It's sad, bro. Now, from memory to Kenneth, let's read his whole recipe. Second paragraph. Stir into a deep bowl water, wine, preferably of rare variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any seasoning savory herbs you desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and lay in the dark room for a single turn of the sun. Third paragraph. Break the breastbone and ready for force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and the liver of the chocobo, mix it in the crumbs of stale barm and pepio or cupo. Not soak in the boiled cream. Beaten maize and as much thyme as will lie on a gilt penny and fill the burr. Not overly so. But not overly so. Last paragraph. Lard the breast with boiled bacon and speed the burr. What? And speed the burr. Tiny in what speed? I might be understanding that wrong. Okay, whatever. Speed the burr. Tiny it at both ends. Turn it at both ends. That the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown. Taking care to baste regularly with drippings. Caneft. Well, I wish I could have his food by his hand. We lost him though.
Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you. Yeah,
Are there no more
sign
kids?
outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
That was funny. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I need coffee. And I'll be back. I've run out of coffee. Give me a minute. Be right back.
The shelves are closed. The sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
Some fresh coffee. Add some cookie on it too. Perfect for the prefix. Okay, let's keep exploring our new hideout.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Hey, this is the new thing, guy, the new person here. Oh God!
Hey, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Sharon, you made it alive.
Business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was voice actor. It is even rumored that the old ones. Got my own stores, my own little counter, and thanks to you, fighting the good fight. Plenty of demands for my wares.
Drawback.
The constant bloody rackets. If it is not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Radolf banging away day and night. Still, if a pain in the ears hold the price I had to pay to be see the outlaw pine and cry, I would say I got myself a bargain. Asked about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
Like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to 3C to a hero welcome when Cat's lad turned up. Now that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood on their way. It's blood and bodies everywhere. There wasn't boys crying out loud for C to save us in the midst of all of it. I will never forget those cries. Try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like this happen again. Promise me that Promise me that come what may. Promise me, come what may, C will save us. I will tell you this much. I will become Ifrit. You might want to run away because everybody with that.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
I haven't got any new weapons. Boo. Oh, what is this? Lovely. 40,000 gills just for the song? Bro, get out of here. Elixirs. 10,000 for elixirs. Are we gonna be fighting so many bosses that they're trying to give us 10,000 for one elixir? Nah, bro. We're not playing this. I'm not playing you freaking.
Does that one have blood on it?
Huh? What do you think, bro? They're recovering from the battlefields. And my favorite blacksmith, Blackthorn, is alive too.
Alive?
Good thing that they made it alive.
Thinks you ain't too bad.
I suppose. I got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and a practice that knows his hammer from his cock. But what? I say that without thinking, okay. And the furnace is alright and all. Thanks to all sea belows, the gas only knows how we keep the coals high enough out here. On the mere without end. Now we bloody crystal, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins. And I count myself lucky to work with it. Thanks for keeping me on. Do you need anything? Just give us a shout. Why this froze here? Okay. Ask about the past 5 years.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arts getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Now it was anything new for those of us who put it all hideout together. I don't mean I intend on doing it again.
So what'll it be?
Oh, we can make the Levin Bolt, which is the sword from a friend's seed. Let's make it. It's better than the weapon that we have.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah, it's better than the weapon that we have, so might make it.
Anything else?
Although I do not like the aesthetics, I must choose appearance.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can keep him, can't I? Can't I?
Sure, you can keep a little rat. Just make sure it doesn't poop on the food or steal food. Otherwise, you pay for it.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Bro, are you okay? Please don't fall down the hole.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
But half weren't, and their contents will see us through the season.
Okay, we checked in the forge. We already checked in that section, so we got this section covered. Let's go a little bit up. Oh, there's a new one now. The chest. Oh, what is this? Off limits. That means you. Are you kidding me?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Oh, no. I still owe her for the hairpin I bought my wife.
Well, at least trying to leave. I can tell you that much. I think this is our room. Clive's chambers. Yes, this is our room. Hollow memories. The Oath. Created the day Clive placed the alliances to sea. This creature shard transfixed with his twin daggers. A powerful reminder of the promised man. Friendship's forge, a legacy inherits. Oh, now we have a place to put our remembrance. Or trophies. Or whatever you call the thing that whenever you are war you get some whatever that is. I gotta sneeze. Freaking Poland. Okay. I guess this is our room. Let's this is our table planning. Let's keep moving. What else do we have? That way is closed. That way is closed. Oh yeah, this. One of them still blocked. I wonder what is this for. Actually, just I don't like this. It looks weak. Weapons. I for sure put in these. I like this one more. The Flamborn.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rock.
This way? No, nothing this way. What about this way? Nothing this way either.
Clive, is everything all right?
Oh, some of them still can't by my name. At least we remember, I guess.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others know.
I guess everybody who is fighting, most people, burn the marks off.
Finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Otto's gonna skin me alive.
Nah, bro. You'll be okay. Kupo! Nectar! You're wondering why this new board is behind me, aren't you? All this time, my fearless friend, all in good time. All in good time, my fearless friend. Kupo. I like the Kupos guy.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
Okay.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Just propose to him, bro. Hopeless romantic. I knew it.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
So this is the last section. I haven't checked this jar, the back jar.
Good day to you, sir.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Oh, they have.
Then hurry up and finish them. We need 3 for curling geese.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
We even start teaching now. That's nice. Finally teaching the branded. I bet you they never teach them, because again, if the Empire doesn't take the branded when they're a kid and they get actually to train and actually become something, do something with their own magic, the Empire will be in very trouble. Books of Some. Old farmer Otto keeps pups, chocobos, and antelopes. After Pharaoh his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morning to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barn, devoured 3 of the limbs of one of his antelopes. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied when he could counter 13. How many chocobos were in the barn? What? Otto kissed both chocobos and antelopes. After Pharaoh his stock fell ill, stock so what? He put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morning to discover that like Hitler had found in his way into the barn with 3 of the limbs. As remaining legs. I mean 5. Well, no, 4. Because antelopes and chocobos. He has 1 antelope and chocobos. After his stock fell ill, he put them in a barn to rest. So one of them was antelope. So 4. It's gotta be 4. 4 chocobos left. How many chocobos are in the barn? 4. 1 antelope, 4 chocobos. Very random question.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
The Lordsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
That's nice of her.
Go on, eat up. You won't grow fat, Peck.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
You're suspicious, man. I bet you're gonna betray us.
Sid, what's the special occasion?
Hello, ladies. Okay, the last section that we have to explore is this one, and we continue with the main quest. Just getting a look around the map. Getting used to teens.
Crates were lost to bandits.
I guess to the boat area.
Where did I put that sack of...
Had they bloomed at all?
It's not the It's the
Ah. Of course, just the water. You want to water the plants. Plants. I guess they don't know photosynthesis. Yeah, they're growing plants now.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it blue. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Oh, we're in an ocean. We're actually in a lake.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it blue. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Oh, okay. Let's see if the mad scientists of the plants survive. Nope, he didn't survive. He died.
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
I'm so glad. Experiment records. Bohemian Hair Botanics. I guess Bohemi died. I hope I don't know. I haven't seen her apprentice, so I guess her apprentice also died. The one that cared more about the the soil than the actual his apprentice. That was an interesting guy. Mix equal parts first rates vineyard humus from Gatolite bells with deadland soil. Of the 6 coating plants therein, 2 survive to flower, only to wither and die within its zenith. Even amalgamated with the finest imperial loam, the blighted earth is still affecting nutrition deficiency. It might be remedied with some further resource or nourishment. Salt, peter, or potash, or the dung of a racing chocobo. This should be a subject of the next round experiments. Foundation of Valisthea Botanic. Marble tendrils. After exercising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind immortal and add to warm coral milk to remedy gout. Melancholic and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the loss may grow disquiet. The host may grow disquiet. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the host may grow disquiet. Alright, that's it. That's the whole hideout. Time to go to the quest. No, that would take us too long. Let's go this way. Can you teleport? No, I cannot teleport. I can really not teleport? No, I cannot teleport. I really limited. He said, no, you cannot teleport.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Fair enough. Most of the kitchen guy told us when we do the side quest, you're gonna be the first one to taste my great dish. He died. The botanic guy, at least the girl who was helping.
Is brewing. I can feel it.
Who are you? Vivian. Oh, that's the starter of Sid? Oh, I think the Vivian, right? Or Tarha. It's a Tarha or Vivian. Either way, the botanic guy, or at least the apprentice, say, I will you be the first to test one of the fruits once they grow better, like the apples when they taste better. They die too. Hopefully wait the game to tell us they're gonna die.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason, she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Oh yeah, the old guy. I haven't seen him in a minute. VPNs. Oh. I thought you were the daughter of somebody. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay.
My favorite pupil.
Ask about Vivian.
One would think.
I would think my role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge. The all matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding that has come before that one might steer one way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to press the disposition of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures, it would not do to appoint the sturdy Night Tales as your tutor, only to disregard her as her expert advised. Ask about coming to the hideout.
I admit.
When took up my Professor Bonnet began teaching at the University of Scanner, I did not think for a moment that we one day come see the outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. And we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Searching a barrel of overly exquisite mind, I suppose one it will want to uncover which others will go great lengths to ensure remain hidden. But it's not for you and our mutual friends having come to rescue me, my curiosity would likely have proven fatal. But instead was only saved but granted a new lease of life as a personal tutor to a band of outlaws,
Far
no
more
less,
reputable fellowship
than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Lastly, about the crystalline dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where only has to stroll the street to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its Mothercrystals is more charred than any other, and its land even now remains untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Untis elected to invade, establish a new holy capital upon twin sides to four neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew the Emperor Sylvester had designs of dominion, but to abandon the already flaming the seat of the whole empire since its insection seemed too audacious a move even for him.
What is it that you wish to learn?
The Sealed Realm. By speaking with Vivian, the hideout's my room, Clive can view the Sealed Realms and learn more about the current goings in Valisthea, revisit any of the Night Tales past lessons, or take deeper look at the relationship between individuals in Clive's orbits.
Here's the latest information I have.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view details, visualizing characters, relationship in Final Fantasy XVI. The updates as you progress through the main scenario, use to cycle to the pivots. Inner boards on all new features now accessible by viewing Grand Cast and Vivian Map Room. Inner boards are for your window above Clive Heart, and the heart those who have continued journey after opening features, select character and wait to hear them. Hello? Torgal. Clive, faithful friend, he's fiercely protected him and all his allies, blah blah. I wish the current peace could last forever. Oh. So okay, this is right now, unconscious. Huh? This is the beginning. Mother. Duchess. The former Duchess Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sam. She's the Empress now. Jesus Christ, she had moved up the ladder. It was her purpose in life to preserve her Phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband that she might enter in league before she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as the vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with cruelty, contempt for the base-born, the unknown, the art to Owen. Solely enough. I must defend my noble blood. Forgive my darling boy. Better wherever I stand in our fair nation. Interesting. I don't listen too much about this whole relationship map. There's even Chocobo here. Ultimate. Ultimate, an unworthy being that Clive encounters in the inner sanctum of the Drake Heads. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to emerge with his consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before you to return from the dead to imprison him in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. So Joshua sealed in his own heart, and I have Mythos. The word Mythos, where did that come from? Do I know it from somewhere? Clive refers Clive as Mythos. I gotta check that later. I think I heard that before. I could be hallucinating. Oh, we can also see who's hosting the Eikons. So we got here Bahamut, Odin. Oh, so this guy's Odin. I saw his face somewhere else. Titans, Garud is dead, and Shiva. Oh, okay, only the ones that we have seen. Because we're missing Leviathan somewhere here. See the seconds. Drake, the Drake decapitated. On board Oriflame.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Here's a detail baby I couldn't pass the band, but I'm going to show his story. The Iron Kingdoms. Break Breath. Reinforcements. Okay, that's when we went there. This is for the Clive stuff. Now where are we? Okay, we are on this plane here. Costin. Okay, we are. The hideout is between Rosalift, the Dolph Canning Republic, and a little bit of the Crystalline Dominion. It's a big lake. The Iron Kingdom. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Okay.
Here's the latest information I have.
Avenging Seed. Mortal Fall hunting. He's hunting us. Titan's hunting us, and he's our mortal foe. He was in love, former lovers. Traveling companions, best friends, leader. Carry on the legacy of Seed. Allies with Picture. Oh, okay, this is the Quinten allies. We don't know nothing else is connected to us at this very moment. Traveling companions, saves, passes title 2, travel companion, from a lover, destroys. Okay, he killed all the astrologies. Okay.
Of course.
Inner voice, I will do my duty. See, told us this wouldn't be easy. We reach end this war. Okay. What is that? We have a new pack now. Okay, enough goofing around. Let's go though, whether we can see how things are progressing throughout the story to make sense out of this whole ukulele. We need to go talk to the... Ooh. How do we go over there? This way? Oh, the door was closed. Okay, got you.
Oh, Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Airship? That would be fine if it actually becomes an airship later on. That would be cool, bro. I can see that. I can totally see that. I wish this place become a whole ship later.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Okay. The gods and men. A heavy letter bound tome containing the findings of the Anaximander of Camber, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valisthea diverse religion history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Okay. let's talk to him. Let's see what we unlock
How
this time.
good it is to see you, Clive.
Ask about the
Look
hideout. Okay, what is Far Cry from the Imperial Librarian of Refram? In 5 short years, we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated dens that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge. Still, there is much out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue gathering what I want. Gather what I can.
Why?
And while one there, chronicles for your own adventure might even grace these shelves, or failing the floor. That's all the past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
Certainly, when Titan visited his wrath upon us on the dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us of not only our home or loved ones, but of that which he fought fiercely to preserve our hopes. Hope that might we never found again, and had you not taken his name and become blind in the darkness.
Had you not let us hear?
To Benormir and the invisible where among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. Here in the belly of the Leviathan untouched by the passing of 1,000 years. In the belly of a Leviathan. Finally talking about that one, so he was forgotten. Does our hope burn brighter than ever, and he might burn for 1,000 more. About Tet and Crow.
I still remember.
The first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hard awaits, one moment clinging to their mother Kurok the next. The twin love for the parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When he passed, I feared the boy they left. They left in children last could never be filled. Neither spoken nor smart for a year, hiding themselves aware here in the shelf to bury the sorrow in the least of these stones.
And thank goodness they did.
For what I believe the story proved, a welcome distractions as over time their pain faded and now they laugh. Frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have a capacity to heal. The happiness lost may be found again.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
There are the notes. Level 3.
I have quite the find for you today.
After Revelations, Valisthea, Eikons. About the founder.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Scholar Troy who makes her home in the Harrow analyze every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the position of the realm. Amy who leads, she offers her insight to Clive that she made the Night Tales. The monkey or Night Tale. See the outlaws. Oh, we almost full on interest already. Bestiary. So we got Ifrit, which is far as being Eikon, checking the relation that his dominion was none other than Clive Rosfield. Bahamut, Odin, the Warden of Darkness who rides into battle atop a spectral steed, whose black blade is said to be sharp enough to split the very seas in twain. He led his dominant King Barnabas of Wallowlands. Bahamut protects his grandson, the Eikons' love for the bird by the Imperial opulence. Typhoon seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of the Drake head. Ultimate emerged from their tear in reality. Emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhoon. A withered and wizened colossus drew Clive into space within words, wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Oh, okay, so Typhoon was being controlled by Ultimate. So it's not the actual body, it's being controlled. Removed. Garuda. Okay. I think that's all we have to learn now, right? The hideaway. Leader of the faction will leave. Okay.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Okay, now let me say real quick. That's enough reading for 1 minute. I've been reading for 40 minutes. I saved. Let's see.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Rest? Is that some type of cake?
Gav have thought worthy of a letter.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Reading the table, reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chamber. New messages are always arriving to make a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Republic Plate. The Republic army marches on the Empire at the twin sides, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon. I will see you are done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an Eikon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there,
It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
To a world without Mothercrystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Okay, the 13th question is brought into the series that who came first? The Eikons or the crystals? And if the crystal came first, who made the crystals? Were they already in here before humans got, or what? That's interesting. The crystals tend to be like, are they alien to this planet? Did they kind of meteorite to the planet? Let's go find out what happened to Martha.
Something has happened to Martha.
Is Martha the one who for the kitchen? Oh. Oh man, this is Eric. No side quest? No. This is some main quest before they give us some side quest.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastport, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
This is a headache now.
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand? It's that I don't trust the Empire to show any of us any mercy if we get in their way.
I guess we gotta go. It's a freaking side quest right there in the map. Let's go down. Who's the guy who wants to talk to us? That one?
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
So.
Of course, Obolus.
Wait, I saw it
It's our
cross.
only means of
What
reaching
was
the
that
mainland.
thing? I saw
Without
something
it,
else.
we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative.
Wow.
And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Okay, I guess this. What is that shiny thing? Called and bald.
Never been to Curltail Falls.
Okay, let's go to the map. Okay, the main quest is over here. This is side quest over here. Let's go to the side quest. I want to do some fighting practice before I go into serious stuff. Whee! Finally, I can make a jump.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
And then there we go. There we go. Let's grab the body. And flying, everybody goes. There we go. There you go. We got more combos now, so it's harder for people to kill us. Feature waps. Okay, we got a feature waps.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Let's go back. I do mostly side quests because I want to upgrade the abilities, so...
Well, did you find me some wax?
Yes, I did, man.
Find is one way of putting it.
Feature waps.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Okay. You're welcome, my man. Now, what's the cross? What did it? Oh, level up, level up. Yes. We needed that. We are level 25. And we got, oh, a batch of might +1. Okay. Let's equip that. Plus, I think it's this one, right? +1. There we go. Nice. Now let's save and do one main quest.
Yeah, Sid. How is it I never see you on the ferry? Ah, forget I asked.
What do you mean? I never took the ferry? They didn't take it when we came in? Oh, where? I did took it when I came in. Okay. Okay, let's go. Martha rests. Let's find out who's hooking that Martha.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. Imperials will
best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Found her. Let's get
Side quest in here? No.
you to physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Hurt everybody in the town.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
It is a trap for us. Dark clouds gather. Collins. What does a Collins means? Might be a trap for us too.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way.
The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Probably a mother, just know she gotta make sure that to remind us that she's still alive and she still hates us.
If those horses touch an arrow on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Don't worry. I'll make sure they don't make it one life. I'll make sure electrocutants. I'm gonna give you the electric share. So it's not no more fried chicken, it's gonna be electric share for all of them. So, although they will be standing, so I don't know if having the electric chair is a good statement.
Up ahead.
Martha?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke?
What a Black
There's
Shields?
only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Oh, okay.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
It's the mother. It's just a twisted joke, just for her. I don't want to fight enemies. I want to fight specifically soldiers. I gotta use this one. Dark Class. Make sure I don't use the potion by mistake.
Are we too late?
Yes, we
There
are.
might still be someone inside.
No, everybody's dead.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that they pay every single one of them. Don't worry, I gotta make sure every single one of them pays all the price. Gotta get all of them, yep. Electrocution for all of you. Freaking electric chair for all of you. I don't like the powers that takes that too slow. I'm gonna have to buy a different power for the for Ramut. I don't like that one. Too slow.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Oh, that's it. Okay. But where's that green thing that comes on the side? What is this? Oh, it doesn't let us check. I'm confused now. Accessory, breath of the couch. Okay.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
What is the father? Father, where are you?
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Okay, let's go. I mean, they're right, so... unless Imperial dies, they're gonna keep attacking. Oh, whatever they call it, Collins. Don't mind me and spiders, I won't hurt you guys. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. Okay. Take a minute to go there. Oh. I have to go to the bridge now, right? Okay, this way. I was going to say we need to go down there, but it's just this way. Oh, this is a new demon. Okay. A Remand rank C. Bounty. Oh, it's a bounty demon. Notorious Mark. Every now and then, Clam encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While fighting is always an auction. Defeating these Notorious Mark can earn renowned. Oh, it's this called Renounced. They haven't explained the Renowned to us, unless I skipped it. That little cross that begins Renounced. Most are rare materials that may be used to craft new gear and existing items.
Nothing has spotted us, Torgal. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
You see, I'm really gonna enjoy. What? 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 Okay. Nope. Okay, I did not expect so much like this. Okay, I did not expect so much. I did not expect these to be. Eat some grass, please. You need to get the eyes checked. Nope. There we go, down with him. Nope. Nope. I guess the game's gonna be starting getting hard for now on. At least harder. I have to use the specific word for it. Let me go down with him. It's like demons, so it's not only creatures. No, I don't like that power. We stay like too open, too quickly. I gotta get rid of that thunder power. We stay open too long. And we get hit pretty easily.
You didn't see that coming.
So this one? No. This one? Yeah. Call for powerful thunderform that rains multiple balls or lightning down upon a target. Nope. What about this one? I mean, that one's a cool one. It costs 2,300 though. It's gonna be a minute before we can obtain it. Create ball lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to others nearby enemy. Okay, I will try this one. Let's try this one. And if we like it, we're gonna use that one more often. Okay. I actually gonna switch this one to this one. I want to be able. I want to make sure that the Y is for those powers. Well, this one's for the other powers. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use it for now and see how good does it look. I'm gonna save. Yeah, after that fight with the ultimate, I guess the game is becoming harder now. The difficulty is just coming up. That's why we got more powers now. Because things about to get a little while. Can we heal?
Better already.
Yes. And what do we do with right now?
That must be the bridge.
Yeah, guild bug. What else over here? Think about that. Waiting for something. I gotta make sure. Keep your eyes on it. What am I looking at here? I don't know what it says. Okay, waiting for something. How far is it now? Oh, okay, we got the thing already. Okay, I gotta finish this quest. Quick quest. Save and finish the stream here. I gotta go do something. Okay.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
And I forgot what's muted. Okay, like I was saying, I'm gonna finish the stream right here. I'll probably stream one more time, probably around 4 or 3, probably. Hopefully around 3. Let's see how long does it take me. I gotta do something. Otherwise, I gotta go have some lunch. Thank you for coming. See you until next time. Well, might as well see you later. See you.